Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich here with your outlook for October 27th, 2015. And what we're seeing on the picture here is the remnants of what was once a very powerful hurricane in the Pacific, and Hurricane Patricia. As a matter of fact, that was a record-setting hurricane and is now a much diminished in form here. We have this area of low pressure that was associated with the remnants of it. It is now down to our southwest. We will start off with high pressure control this morning, so I do think we start off mostly sunny this morning, very cold, and then we're going to warm up today to probably mid upper 50s across most of our coverage area here, make it close to the 60-degree mark down here by Philadelphia, but otherwise it's going to be another cool day. And then the clouds will start to increase later in the day as this precipitation in association with this low pressure system will start moving to the north. Now, while the low pressure system itself will actually skirt toward north and northwest eventually, a warm front will be lifted northward with this and is going to increase temperatures while it's raining here on Wednesday and again on Thursday until the cold front moves through and knocks temperatures back down for Friday and Saturday. So let's go through this frame by frame here. Here's a look at Tuesday morning. You can see it creeping up to the north here for the overnight hours. I do think we start getting some rain activity from southwest northeast spreading across our coverage area. Probably sometime after, we'll say late evening onward into the overnight hours. And again, it'll start after midnight as you're in your far northeastern areas of northeastern PA, northern New Jersey. It'll be a little bit after midnight when that starts, but everywhere else should start here by late evening to near midnight. And then this is going to overspread the area here on Wednesday, and it become especially heavy here on Wednesday afternoon and evening. And another thing we're going to be dealing with is a very tight pressure gradient. We have the high pressure that it was being kicked out by the system off to the east here. It's off the map here. I'm just going to draw a little H here just so you can see that it's over in this direction. And a very powerful storm that is up north of the Great Lakes. Because of the pressure gradient created between these two, and so it's close proximity to one another, we're going to have these isobars very close to each other. That's going to lead to some very gusty winds, especially for the northern half of our coverage area here. Pretty much all of Pennsylvania, eastern Pennsylvania, and the northern two-thirds of New Jersey. I think when you get down to South Jersey and at least the southern two-thirds of Delaware here, we might be escaping the worst of the winds. But winds here will be sustained 15 to 25, gusts over 40 miles per hour, some gusts up to 50 and 55 miles per hour even possible, with some heavier thunderstorms that may be embedded in with this heavy rainfall, especially Wednesday afternoon and evening here. So we will have the opportunity for some localized flash flooding, generally 1 to 2 inch areas across our coverage area here, with locally higher amounts up to about 3 inches. Let's go over the NAM high-res feature simulated radar and show you that. Here's the late evening hours here on Tuesday. As we push this forward here, you can see the light rain moving in the overnight hours here, but then as you get into Wednesdays, get later into the morning, into the afternoon, we're going to get some embedded heavier showers and perhaps some thunderstorms moving through here on Wednesday, and that becomes especially heavy here in the afternoon and evening. Again, it's going to be very windy, so keep that in mind. Might not be a good umbrella day, even though it is typically a good umbrella day, but you might be losing it or turning it inside out with the gusty winds expected. And then finally, the cold front is going to move through and usher this out of here early Thursday morning. So I do think the rain does come to an end finally in the wee hours of the morning after midnight Wednesday night, early Thursday morning. So by the time we get up, go to work here on Thursday, it should be dry, and any clouds left over should give way to partial clearing and sunshine. Still remaining breezy though here. It looks like on Thursday. Still have some breezy conditions left over. Not quite as windy as what we're expecting here on Wednesday. Going a little bit further here, here's the cold front finally coming through here on Thursday. Again, high pressure moving in for Friday and Saturday. We're going to have another cool shot come in here, another trough settling in over our area here. So we'll have temperatures in the low to mid 50s for highs, it looks like, for a couple days, both Friday and Saturday. And then this high pressure that's on top of us here on Saturday will escape to the east and southeast, and that's going to allow the wind direction to change to the southwest. We'll have a little bit of a warming trend as we head into the first day of November, and actually go into the first several days of November here with a kind of like a Bermuda high getting established out here like you would see in summertime. So we're going to get some really warm temperatures here to start November. We do expect the month of November to be above average as a whole, and it's certainly going to get a good start, it looks like, for the first 3, 4, 5 days of November. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. When we get past this midweek storm here, certainly a pretty good amount of rain as across our coverage area. And I'd say if I had an outline, an area for the highest potential for rain, it would probably be right here in this area that I'm circling. So not all of New Jersey, but this is encompasses the majority of our coverage area. This is all a 1 to 2 inch area with localized amounts to 3 inches possible within this area here, and the heavier thunderstorms will allow that to happen. As you get closer to the shore points, New York City, down to through most of eastern parts of New Jersey, southern New Jersey, and down to Delaware, we're probably looking at an upside, probably about 3/4 of an inch to 1.5 inches, not a little bit less there, not too much, but definitely our bullseye area is going to be right here over the circled areas of Pennsylvania and northwest New Jersey. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich, and that is your outlook for October 27th, 2015. Have a great Tuesday.